Ladies and gentlemen, it has officially been 69 days since my last upload. And while it's a cool number, generally speaking, it's not exactly something I'm very proud of, but I am still here, and so here we go. So it's almost the month of March, practically in springtime, man. It's like 78 degrees right now. And so the 2026 riding season has officially begun, I suppose. Now that's not to say I haven't been riding. You know, I guess I apologize for my sabbatical. I don't know. 69 days, that's a record. I've been motovlogging for, I don't know, 11 or 12 years now. And that is the longest I've ever gone without uploading. And again, I really don't have an excuse other than I just didn't feel like it. I've been riding, you know, I've been riding when it's cold. I don't know, guys. I'm coming up on 4,500 subscribers. You know, I've always based my channel around, and you know, helping people with tutorials and such. And truth be told, the FZ6R, you know, old Evelyn, she had to cruise so many miles that there was all sorts of maintenance stuff to do, mostly firsts, right? But I'd walk everyone through all the steps per the factory service manual, etc. And this bike, Felicity, our R1, is in such mint condition all around and low mileage that it just doesn't need anything. You know, I've done a couple of things here and there, the spark plugs, and brought you guys along for all that kind of stuff, a couple of mods, but other than that, man, I'm kind of out of that style of content. And my entire channel, again, was built on that, and that's what got me a few thousand subs. I understand that, right? Like, I have no illusions about any of that. I don't know. I consider myself sort of entertaining, I guess. Probably not, but I know I don't build my subscriber base off of being funny or anything like that. So I don't even know why I'm talking about all this, other than, hey, I'm still here, I'm still vlogging. And so I don't know, I just kind of got at it for a minute there. I don't know if I was using the off riding season as an excuse or what, but we'll see if I can't get back into the swing of things. In other news, I have been riding in Mode A for a few weeks now. This motorcycle is such a handful that I've never really felt the need to put it in Mode A. I feel like I've gotten pretty accustomed to its power and everything, so I figured, why the heck not? So a couple of weeks ago, I switched it into Mode A for the first time, and I've been riding that way ever since. And it's a lot. It is a lot. It's like flipping on a tune, but like a legitimate, it's like flashing the ECU with the push of a button compared to just the Yoshi map on standard mode, if that makes sense. And so it's barely controllable for all practical purposes. It's fun, I guess, a little scary. It spins the tire a lot, and so that's the thing. Part of my motivation for continuing to operate in Mode A is to get accustomed to it enough to feel comfortable on the track, which I don't know if that's going to be a thing, but I will tell you this: I have a track day coming up June 13th at MSRC. So if you feel so compelled as to come on out to North Texas and ride with your boy on the racetrack, come on out June 13th, Motorsport Ranch Crescent. Did you hear that? Yeah. touchy throttle, mode A. Holy mess. And so I guess on the track, obviously I'll have a lot more traction, but I'll tell you, man, like on regular asphalt, you know, like this garbage shiny kind of asphalt that is on all these highways out here, it just like goosing it in second, the motorcycle spins the rear tire like incessantly. Her tail will walk out on me. I'll have to get out of it and it'll straighten back up. You know, not really threatening a high side, but like I can tell if I would stay in it, that's exactly what would happen, you know. So I've been like getting a feel for all that. Remember, boys, 2010 model, no traction control, no ABS, no rider's aids to speak of on this machine. So it's all about feel. But you know, just like cruising, this is fine. If I hit a lot of bumps to the effect that my hand bounces on the throttle, it gets all you know, it'll just jerk me around and everything. But you know, like trying to practice in some of my familiar S turns around here, leaning over pretty good, trying to hold steady power, you know, steady throttle, I've noticed that it acts differently. It almost feels like, and for example, one of my favorite S turns is near my house, behind the neighborhood. It's a concrete road, and typically I'll hit this one particular double apex, you know, doing like 55. It's rated for 20 miles an hour, but you know, R1. And so I'll rip through there holding lean angle and throttle through a double apex, and I would always do it in third gear in standard mode, and it would just ride it out perfectly in the groove, controlled. Well, in mode A, it wants to keep accelerating through that turn, like, and I'm not applying more throttle. It's weird. Power delivery is way more precise and it kind of exaggerated in mode A, if that makes any sense. And it's taken some getting used to. Almost feels like second gear would be more conducive in that kind of a scenario. I don't know. Kind of nervous about trying all that on the track though, man. It'll be very unforgiving, you know? But we'll see. But other than that, man, you know, just the day-to-day, guys. Running an airport and all the things, and I guess suffering a little bit from motovlogger writer's blockage or whatever. Lack of content potential, and you know, but here we are. You know, 2026 season, we're here. Track days will be fun. Probably not going to do COTA. We're going to do a family vacation this summer, and I don't know that I'll be able to free up the funds. So I'm just going to have to be happy with the fact that I did indeed put this bike on COTA before it all goes privatized and whatnot. So I checked that box off the bucket list, as it were. I don't think I've done an oil change video on this bike. I guess I can do that. I don't know. There's so many of them already out there though, you know. It's like, that's the thing about it. Back when I had the FZ6R, it's like nobody else did that content, man. Nobody else went in depth into that bike like I did. And again, it's what built my channel, you know. So there was any little thing to do with the FZ6R, whether it was mods or maintenance. I mean, it was a production, it was a video, and it all got a lot of views, you know. It's harder to do with the R1. But maybe I'll hit up another track too, you know, cheaper this summer, whether that's G2 Motorsports Park again, or maybe even Eagles Canyon again. That was a great track, man. It'd be cool to put, you know, a proper machine on those tracks. Having experienced them on the Fizzer, maybe that's something we'll do. Whoa! Tire spin! Gosh dang, man. And that was just like half throttle, maybe 3/4 throttle, I don't know. Mode A is ridiculous. Anyways, guys, I guess that's all I got. I mean, I'll try and not let it be like 60 plus days again. Yeah, so look forward to track day on June 13th, and we'll come up with some content between now and then. At least I'll try. But hey, drop a comment down below if you're still here. And as always, this has been me, and that's been you. It's Half Click Up. Catch you guys on the next one. Peace. Goodbye.